Hey lovelies, so welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King calling out Dr. Chanita after the Love and Marriage Huntsville latest episode. I do also want to talk about Dr. Heavenly having the audacity to body shame Dr. Chanita. Ain't that crazy? It's almost like, did you forget what you used to look like? Anyways, let's get into it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And everyone, please like, share, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now let's get into it. I feel like in this episode of Messy Recaps or Messy Mondays, whatever it is they call themselves, when I say I feel like the way they were handling Dr. Chanita, I did not like it at all. And I think for me, Carlos was also out of line by what he said about Dr. Chanita. You don't know the woman from a can of paint. So it's crazy for you to be able to say certain things that he said. Now let's get into what they said. So Carlos said that Dr. Chanita had never seen a camera that she didn't like or want to be a part of. I'm like, okay. She pretty much loves the camera, basically loves attention. She jumped at the opportunity to be on the show. It's interesting because if I remember what Dr. Chanita has said in the past, like not even her live last night, right? If we talk about like previous lives that we've seen her, she's talked about how much she doesn't really watch the show, or she doesn't really want to be on the show like that or on shows. So like, I don't understand where he's getting that from. Now, I do know that she has been on a reality TV show in the past, years back, but him saying like, oh, she loves the attention or she jumped at the opportunity is like, what is the truth? And I'm not being funny, but I cannot trust Carlos to give me what the real tea is. So I'm struggling to accept his version of events, in my opinion. But let's talk about it. Do you guys think Dr. Chanita loves the camera and was jumping on the opportunity to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys watched her recent live, she was basically saying that you couldn't even pay her millions of dollars to basically go on reality TV. Like, she doesn't really want to be in front of the camera. Like, it triggers her mental health. So if you're thinking about that versus what Carlos is saying, that's a complete contrast. Now, if we talk about what Dr. Heavenly was basically saying in relation to Dr. Chanita, first, I felt like she was body shaming her. And I'm like, ma'am, did you forget you used to be a big woman? Did you forget that you actually got some surgery done? Like, did you forget? Like, if you forgot, we still have the pictures. So I don't think it's acceptable. Even if you didn't get surgery, it's not acceptable to body shame anyone. Seriously, what are you doing? Remember when she got the surgery and didn't even want to tell us? And then Mariah, I think, had to expose it. And of course, Dr. Heavenly had to finally come and tell us for herself. Dr. Heavenly basically feels like Dr. Chanita is Melody's mouthpiece, and that obviously Melody doesn't like Letitia, and so Dr. Chanita does not like Letitia also. I'm like, they've actually been cool. At least from Melody's perspective, you will see that Melody has actually been getting on quite well with Tisha. So I do not think that is the case at all. Now, she was talking about the mouthpiece so that like Mel could sit back and let Dr. Chanita speak for her. I personally don't think that Dr. Chanita is anyone's mouthpiece. Let's be honest. From what we know and have seen about Dr. Chanita, she is very opinionated. People that are opinionated do not necessarily have to be advocates and basically take what someone feels and then run to speak on it. Absolutely not. They tend to see things for themselves and speak their opinions on such issues. That's what Dr. Chanita has proven herself to be. I do appreciate that Dr. Heavenly did say that Chanita has a huge personality. She used to be married to a football player but is now divorced. I'm like, okay, so you did your research. And Dr. Chanita is very opinionated, which is completely agreed. I feel like she is. Now, she did say it's interesting about like something along the lines of singling Tisha out the way she did. And I'm just like, First of all, we do not know whether that was only directed towards Tisha, because for all we know, it could have been edited out and directed towards other people as well. And also, let's not act like Tisha saying that she can be sitting and kikiing and hanging with someone and they can sit next to each other and kiki was not what Dr. Chanita was responding to in the first place. Now, I do like when in the comments someone said that Dr. Heavenly is Carlos's mouthpiece. And I'm like, okay. She denied it, of course. But I just feel like I'm glad like someone gave her a little bit of a taste of her own medicine, because it's like, yo, you can't be out here calling people mouthpieces and then think that you're going to get away with it, when a lot of the things you say are things we feel like Carlos wants to say but does not have the gall to say it. So she may deny being a mouthpiece, but sometimes she does come across as a mouthpiece in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Now, I will say that Carlos also said that it was either of two things. It was either that Dr. Chanita had been watching the show by herself and knew what it was between Melody and the other girls, or that Melody told her the situation with all of the girls, which Dr. Heavenly felt that that is what it was. Even if it was the second one, right? Let's be clear. If someone did something crazy to me and I am going to bring them around my friends or family, best believe I'm giving my friends and family a heads up. Yo, this is what this person did. Now, we did have a decent relationship. The good thing is I will give a balanced picture. I will say the good things this person had done in the past, when they turned, how the relationship turned sour, and where we are at now. Or alternatively, I may not give details, but say before we weren't on good terms, but now we are on good terms. Things are all right. That's it. I give you enough so that you're not blindsided if that does come up when you are in the presence of this person. Because if I put myself in that situation, I would never want a friend of mine to put me in a situation where I'm blindsided by some random that doesn't like her, and I'm just there thinking like, what is happening here? Everyone can't know what is going on and I don't. So I think it is more of general heads up, but I don't think that Melody was going into detail or anything like that. I think Melody is like, that's the general gist. We're in a good place. But that's pretty much it. So you get to know them and see what you think. I feel like that's what the girls were on, because if you notice, when all the girls first came, it was all nice and kiki. Even when Nell had an issue, Dr. Chanita was literally like, yo, do you want to take my room? So that is someone that clearly had positive intentions. So I do not think in any way she was brought over there to come and speak for Melody. Let's not act like Melody cannot speak for herself. Melody speaks for herself whenever she wants to. She doesn't address things all the time, but whenever she's tired and ready to address it, she will address it. So let's not act like Melody is one damsel in distress that needs assistance from Dr. Chanita or anybody else. Complete side point. Lauren seems like such a sweetheart. She just seems like, I'm just here to have a good time. She seems so soft spoken and just soft vibes. Like, she is not here for the drama. She's like, keep me out of this. I'm not getting involved. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. So I think that's what Lauren was on. And it was good to at least have that balance where Dr. Chanita is out here being opinionated and then Lauren is just there on the calmer vibe. Now let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that and I'll see you guys in the chat. Let me know what you guys think and I'll see you guys later. Bye.